And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony. And they loved not their lives unto the death. Revelation 12, verse 11. Hey guys, welcome back to Isha's YouTube channel. Welcome back to another video. We're all about faith, family, and community. It's been a while since I made a video. Well, I made a video and I had posted it last week, but honestly I was like, should I post it, should I not post it, should I private it, should I make it back public? And so I've been a little bit indecisive about that. Yeah, but I'm here because I thought of making this video because I think, I just thought of making this video. And honestly, for the past 2 weeks, since May started, I was just reflecting. Like, I was just looking back and I'm so thankful because we're literally in the 5th month of the year 2025. Like, it's crazy. The time is literally flying by, but even though it's flying by, we have to stop. We have to pause, as a matter of fact, and look back at all that God has done. Like, really and truly, guys, I think so much has happened for me. So much has happened, so much has not happened, but so much has happened for me since the year started, and I'm just thankful. Like, even for the simple things, I'm just thankful because when you listen to the news and you hear all that's going on, I don't really want to mention it, but the girls that have gone missing, the ones that have their lives taken from them, and the ones that were just abused, abused and wrongfully attacked, they're in Jamaica, those were wrongfully attacked. Like, you don't realize how much you are blessed, how much you are privileged, because every single day I myself go out on the road, or not every day, but I myself go out on the road from time to time, and you guys go out on the road, so from day to day, and so many things could have happened, and that in itself is just something to be thankful for. So yeah, for the past 2 weeks since May started, I was just reflecting, and even as I was journaling, I decided to say, you know what, let me just look back since the year has started and see all that God has done. Because another thing is that sometimes we keep going to God and asking God for things, and we don't stop to give thanks. We don't stop to acknowledge all that God has done and to show Him our gratitude, to show Him how humble, and appreciative we are of the things that He has done. So I was literally looking back, and as I was looking back, I'm realizing little by little that I'm actually living in an answered prayer. Like, look at your own life. You prayed for something, right? You prayed for something maybe like months ago, and maybe because you didn't get an immediate response, you probably put that prayer back behind you, and you don't realize that where you are today, or what has happened in your present life right now, is an answered prayer. You probably don't realize it, but take a look at it and realize that you're living in an answered prayer. There's so many things that I've prayed for, there's so many people I've prayed for, and sometimes I feel like, oh goodness, God, you're not answering that prayer. Like, I'm praying, I'm having faith, but God does answer those prayers. It might not be in the time that you want Him to, but He does answer those prayers. And yeah, so I'm looking back that even right now, if I'm being honest with you guys, the phone that I currently have was like an answered prayer, because I'm like, the phone I had previously was just a mess. It was done, it was used, it was just at its wit's end. And I was like, Lord, I need a new phone. and I described the phone I want. I said I want a good quality phone, good storage, everything, And the prayer wasn't answered immediately, guys, but he answered it in his timing, and I have the phone right now, and I'm just grateful for that. As I look back at this year, since the beginning of the year, as I'm looking back since the year started, I've realized little by little how God has provided. Because the first thing is, I don't have a 9 to 5 job. Let me be for real. I'm not working a 9 to 5 job to have like a stable income. I do have side hustles and stuff like that generates income or generates, funds, and but nothing that is like, yeah. And as I look back since the year started and realized all the things that I had needed to get done, little errands, little tasks, things that I need to accomplish, I'm looking back and I'm like, God has truly provided. Because when my money is finished and I'm like, all right, no, I'm broke, I'm done, the Lord is like, nope, hold on. And he comes and he provides, and I'm like, wow. So there are times when I'm like, Lord, I need this. I don't know why I'm going to get it from though, but I need this, and I'm praying about it, and he comes through. Not immediately once again, but he comes through, and I'm just so grateful. He protects me every day. He provides. He gives me strength. He gives me direction, and he's just always there. There are other things that I've prayed for, like when I prayed for a friend to come around, or pray for restored friendships. It doesn't always happen. He doesn't always answer immediately, but he comes through. And I'm just saying that's a lot to give thanks for. There's so much to give thanks for. As a matter of fact, I've been applying for a job since last year, August, I believe. I've been applying like crazy. I've been editing, changing up, fixing up resumes from left, right, and center, like so much. And I've had interviews, I went to interviews, but I'm just like, I've sent emails and no response. No, guys, is it me alone? But when you apply for a job, even if you don't get through, I'm supposed to at least message you back, right? And be like, I'm sorry, you were not accepted for this job, or but for future purposes we can consider you. Nothing? Like nothing? Nah man, that's crazy. Yeah, but I've been applying since last year. It's been about 8-9 months since I started applying for jobs, and I am so grateful to report that I finally got a job, guys, and I'm so grateful. I'm so humbled, and I'm just so grateful. Like, there is so much for us to give thanks for. There's so much to give thanks for, and they always say this, testify and shame the devil. Because sometimes we have our testimonies and we sit on them. As a matter of fact, I do. Me right here. So when they're in church and they say, somebody get up and testify, I'm sitting there and I'm looking around like, don't you got something to testify about? I don't know why I don't. There are times I do, but most times I'm like sitting and I just close my mouth and I don't say anything, knowing that God did so much for me, so much testimonies, like so much, like with my past, and the absence and the presence of my parents and so on. To say where I am is a testimony. The Lord has taken me through basic school, primary school, high school, and now I'm in college, and it's just a testament of the goodness of God. I could have been elsewhere. I could have been on the side of the road digging on my hand middle, but I'm here by the grace of God, walking in purpose. And just following the path that he has for me. And I'm sure God has done something exceptional for you, and that's something for you to pause and give thanks for. Like, yes, God is just good. God is just good. God is just amazing. And yeah, we have to pick him up. We have to give him the praise and the thanks that is due unto his name. As the psalmist says, we give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good, for his mercy is everlasting, and his mercy is everlasting, his truth endures to all generations. So God is really good, and there is so much for us to give him thanks for. So this is just a short video. Thank you guys for watching, and before I go, I want you guys to let me know what videos you want me to put out. Do you guys like more of the talking videos? Even I think I'm gonna still post talking videos, but just let me know in the comment section what kind of videos are you looking for me to post. What do you want me to talk about, really? And for those who and as well as for the ladies, if you do not know, I currently have a interview series going on. So if you want to learn more about just walking in your womanhood, or you had questions that you were daring, or you're in questions that you just wanted answers for, then come check us out. Check out those videos, and maybe in those videos you can get an answer to that question. Come to learn, come to hear what others have to say, because in this journey of womanhood, I realize that it's not a one woman thing. As they would say, it's not a one man thing. This is not a one woman thing. I believe the journey of womanhood is a community, or it requires community, in that we need each other. Like, take for instance, when they say it takes a village to raise a child, you realize that even though you're the mother or the father, so on, you need others to help you raise those children. And it's the same thing in the journey of womanhood. You need each other to lift you up. You need other women to help you, to become the woman that you need to be, or you desire to be. You need other women to encourage you, to sow into you, to support you, to help push you along, because at the end of the day, you can't do this on your own. Like, we all struggle, and we need each other. And there are times when another might have went through a similar thing that you have been through, and them having been through that can assist you with what you're going through presently. So that really is what the interview series is about. It is really to aid me in in a book that I'm working on, but I just thought to hear the viewpoints of others, because everybody's perspective is valuable, and I just really want to hear what others have to say, and I'm sure you do too. So if you're interested, really and truly, go and check out those videos, as well as my other videos. Get to know me video, or 21 things I've learned upon turning 21, or maybe I'll talk about my journey of how I waited, or I stayed at home for about 2 years. Just trusting God and being obedient. So if you're interested, then go and check out those videos, and remember to comment down below what you would like to see on this channel, videos that you want me to upload, topics that you want me to talk about. Thank you guys again for watching, and stay tuned for more videos. Bye.